Yo. Almost got there. Going back the other way. Back the other way. don't like how the date is on these. I wonder if there's a way to put. I guess they can't. Heck, I mean, they could. Yeah, that's quite the drop. There are some big companies that are cheaper in price. Coke, Coca-Cola, Cisco. Yeah. Wish we would have got that candle on this candle. Would have been perfect. Not so sure I'd be confident in breakdown here. Oh, this phlegm. It's brutal. Blah, 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 blah with this market. What am I trading? Yeah, it's Nasdaq. MNQ to be specific. Just trying to wait patiently. $7 a.m. Let's see. So you're in the green. Had a little treacherous waters there at the open, but you should be good now. Sitting up here around like 213, 214. The monthly is down, so I traded the daily resistance. Okay. I can respect that. Yeah, I'm back, Braga. I totally forgot I had an appointment I had to get to at 11 o'clock. I looked down and saw it was 11:04, and I got a reminder, and I was like, oh, whoops. These are thanks, man. Appreciate it. Actually, it'd be cool if you did subscribe because I'm curious if the alerts are working again. It was so weird that they were working, and then the other day, for some reason, on Friday, to be specific, they stopped working, and I have no idea why. Actually, I mean, I could test it myself. Just annoying that they stopped working for whatever reason. Just couldn't get that extra push. I was ready to hit it. Ooh, see? It's working today. That's so weird. It must have been something on their back end that wasn't working. Yeah, I'm usually live all morning until around now, but I think I'm going to start going until the kids get off from the bus, and then I think I'm just going to start shutting it down when that happens so I can just be with them. I need to get into more of a routine with that. I am nothing. If I'm in something, you'll see it in the you'll see arrows on the chart as well as I have a so underneath my Rhythmic connection, there's the my positions window. So if I'm in a trade, you'll see it in that like blank space underneath the R Trader Pro. Yeah, I always like to make sure nothing crazy's going on. I've had my fair share of mistakes in the past. I had Chipotle for the first time in, I don't know, it's probably been like 6 months. Oh man, it was good. It was so good. Oh, this grind stuff I hate. See the big candles. A big candle. I want one of these candles. Looks like a bottom. So frustrating. Couldn't give us that extra little push and then do that. What? Sticking to the rules, sticking to the rules. No need to get out of control. Playing the long game. This very well could be the start of the down move that I predicted, because we are now red overall. Watching TV?
He's coming here just to make fucking noise.
The fuck? The radio on in the background.
Did you go back live, Tim?
I did, yeah. Yeah, I had to run. I'm usually still live until I try to stay live until the kids are about to get home from school, but I forgot I had an appointment at 11 today. That's why I had to kind of abruptly leave.
So how do you copy trade accounts? Because I tried it. I bought 2 more accounts and I tried it and it didn't work.
Did you open up the copy trader?
I thought I did.
Are you using Apex's copy trader?
I don't know.
No. Oh, do your screen share again.
Yes, master.
Good, I hope not. I heard there's nothing but issues with that bullshit one.
Took profits as art? Nice. The one on Quantower is actually pretty good. I've never had any issues with it.
Well, I don't know about Quantower. I'm just saying.
All right, talk to me because I only got a couple of minutes.
I'll be right back in a couple minutes.
I've got 3 accounts here.
I don't see anything. I see your Discord.
How's that? Okay. Share your screen. Oh, screen. Okay. There we go. We good now?
Yep, you're good.
Oh, I should get into this trade.
I know, I'm watching it.
So look, I got 3 accounts here.
Correct.
We could wait until this thing goes. Let's just jump in on this.
I'm not in yet, but I'm watching it. Oh no, I got the slate error. Oh no. I'm not going to get back in time. It's so annoying. You have to refresh Quantower.
I got
in. Nice. I'd be in there with you.
Yeah,
right
but now it's
now.
going against me.
You only got 1 contract, right? Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, I might actually get a chance to get in there with you. Just gotta wait for it to load. I don't know what causes that slate error, but it does happen every once in a while. It's kind of annoying.
I don't like this. Down $11.
What'd you do? Long it?
Yeah, of course.
NQ? Like it's gonna bounce back?
Isn't that how it's supposed to work?
So it's supposed to. See, there we go. Come on, man.
Did you get in, Vesh?
No, not yet.
You got time. Just sitting here. Before it goes in all the way down. You're gonna keep going, isn't it?
I'm in with you.
No, maybe not.
1731. That's where it's gonna go. No, I'm not. Wait, wrong. Wrong one.
Oh boy, this is one of those. I got out.
There it goes. Everybody stops.
I got out. I'll get back in. I almost screwed that one up big time. Oh yeah. Dash, hopefully you're not in.
I am.
Yeah. Did I miss it? I suck.
I'm all out. I was gonna hold on to one contract, but I didn't. That moved a little bit further than I wanted it to, so I just got out where I could.
Yeah. Okay. I missed that. It's all good.
Coming right back down.
I lost 25 bucks.
You just hoping for the quick bounce back, pullback thing?
Yep.
Yeah,
That's all I'm
back to
doing.
the mean.
Sorry, I didn't realize I wasn't on the screen there. I was too busy trying to make sure I got in there. And we're still under that 2.5.
I'm in. Mother trucker.
Yeah, I try not to assume bounces off previous candles. I always just wait.
Well, again, I'm playing with $1 here, $1 there.
Yeah, no,
I'm
I
still learning this
got you.
thing.
Yeah, no, I got you.
I gotta learn how this thing works. Get back up above that. Take what I can get.
You'll be a lot better at this than me probably, because you'll probably look to hold for the medium there, where I'm more in and out like pretty quick.
Nah, not yet. I'm a little skittish on this stuff to start with.
I'm
I
just
gotta take
saying,
it
you
there.
already have it built
Well,
in.
Yeah, natural instinct to do
Yeah,
that. All right, my driver
yeah.
just showed up. Sorry, so I'll be back to get that thing figured out.
Okay. Yeah, it's not hard. You just gotta click on the right thing.
Yep.
All right, man. We'll see you in a bit. Looks like it wants the bottom here, doesn't it? Yep. Thought about jumping in, but I don't have it in me to just jump right back out if it breaks the low. But I would have been right. At least temporarily.
Everybody's temporarily, right?
Yeah, but that's all I'm looking to be. I'm not looking for big moves. I will say that shot down a little bit further than I was expecting. I wasn't expecting a big candle, a little candle, and then another big candle. That's not usually how it works. Usually you get big candle, little candle, attempt at reversal, and then if it wants to go down after that, a big candle maybe, but that was an odd move. But it's been kind of building up all morning. We got below that level.
Yeah, every time I chase those ones for the bounce, it immediately goes right back to the lows.
I mean, a lot of times you'll right when you get in, it starts to bounce, and then it's like if you don't take that little bounce sometimes, it's like, all right, we're gonna make you go for a ride.
Exactly. Yeah.
But even in this case, look, if you would have held through, and obviously this is hindsight, but if you would have held through, you would have had to just go through those 3 candles of waiting, but you eventually got your pop.
Yeah. Well, and that hourly candle got right back down towards that one level of where was that?
That's the problem with NQs. Sometimes you have to have a wider risk level before it makes it smooth.
Yep, that's why I can't trade the NQ. So like when I was first trading this way, I was trading the NQ, and it was you get these types of moves and it wipes you out so quick. Where
That's
on the
the issue
MNQ,
there,
yeah, well that's what they're counting on.
The NQ, you just have to have a wider spread for your stops. A lot of people like to do like 10, 15, 20 tick stops. But with NQ, you have to have a lot more.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And that
I don't even look at that anymore. I like as far as the ticks go, like I more so I'm looking at the candles and the chart. Like I'm trading the candles and like where they're going, and I just made sure that my size is small enough to where I can withstand the move and not blow the account. Where on NQ you could start with 1 contract, and if you scale in just the 2 and you get that big move down, I mean even that is enough to get you.
oh, totally.
That's like these 50K accounts. It says you can have up to 10 contracts. It's like you should never even you shouldn't even be using 3.
It's not 10K contracts.
Oh, you can use 10 contracts. It's just
No, I meant
you shouldn't. You never should.
No.
They would love for you to use 10 contracts, though.
Oh yeah, of course they would. You're gonna blow every single one of those accounts. Using 10 contracts, I mean, you can get up or down $2,500 like instantly.
Well, if you're going in with 10 contracts, you should be using a $50,000 account.
Well, yeah, that's obviously true as well.
Fucking Q. I don't even like looking at it.
So which ones do you look at? I'm gonna add them to my watch list. You said ES with GC is just gold.
I started on ES, and even that, they're starting to get too many games. I look at RTY, YM, and CL, and sometimes GC.
RTY?
Yeah, the Russell.
Oh, I see it.
YM.
I actually have YM already. Yeah. What is that one though? I don't know what it is.
That's
Is that
the top?
The Dow, I think.
It's basically the Dow, but it's the top 50 of what the SPY goes off of, kind of.
Oh, so like
It's
the S&P 500, but just like the top 50.
Yeah. It's just usually more the top caps.
I got you. What's the other ones?
CL is a big one. CL and RTY is what I trade mostly.
Yeah, I think
CL
it's
is
top
oil?
30.
CL is oil, yeah. And it moves way differently than anything else in the market. It moves off of oil news, war, that kind of shit. And you were talking about what's his name speaking on Wednesday? It's a RS convention that he's speaking at, some celebration.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, because it's weird timing.
Yeah, he's
Yes.
just doing an opening conference thing, but people still listen to it to see really what they look for with his is comparing his words to what he said previously to what he says next. And if there's a word changing or usage change, then that'll make the market move. It's the way he paraphrases things.
Right. I don't really like. I'm scrolling backwards through CL. And I don't like the way it moves at all.
Probably not for your type of trading. No.
Yeah, no, it looks
I'm
very
using-
trendy.
Yeah. See, I use levels. I use MAs. I look for higher highs and go off the momentum. If it comes back to a certain.
Ooh. I just looked at the Russell at 9:30, or is that
Russell's
with RTY? Oh my
RTY.
God, that looks dangerous.
Oh, that's where I made my money today. I just hopped in.
Yeah, yeah, this is very trendy as well. Like, yeah, see, this is why I like the NQ because it can jump back and forth.
Yeah,
I wouldn't want to be in something that trends like this.
Oh, I love it.
I mean, I
Nice.
guess if you're following the trend, man, you know, Devin would love this. That's exactly what he does.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, interesting. And YM, I remember looking at in the past, it trades somewhat similar to the NQ, just a lot slower.
Yeah. It's only $5 a tick too.
And then the ES, same deal. I think it's just slower.
Yeah. See, those it's hard for me. I couldn't use the micros on those because it's you don't get the same volume in them. Now, see, the MNQ makes sense because a lot of people use the MMQ because they can't deal with the NQ normal.
Right,
It's
yeah.
too much.
Now people are always like, "Oh, you're an idiot trading the MNQ commissions, blah blah blah." It's like, well, bro, I'm also not blowing my accounts up in one trade.
No.
Commissions are commissions. They're price of doing business.
It's only what, $1 for MNQ?
Well, yeah, that's
Or
what
50
that was my
cents?
thing.
Isn't
It's
it
50
52
cents. Yeah,
cents?
it's 50 both ways.
It's 51
51.
cents.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
51.
it's $1.02 each way. In and out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is it for the normal contract?
I
Don't
used to
remember
know
offhand.
this.
don't
I think
look at
it's
yeah. I
it
stopped looking at
was
commissions a while ago. So
I think it's $1.25.
hang on a second, I can look it up for you.
Pretty sure it's $1.25. But when you do the ratios, like you're making a lot more per tick, so that's where the factor comes. It's $1.25. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, so that's why they're saying it's stupid because you're wasting more commission, like on a
Yeah,
ratio.
because
Well,
like
if you look at the ratio, like if you're only making
one
$5,
tick. Well, just do it by tick. Like if you make, or if you, we'll do points. So for 4 ticks, you're making $2. No, $4. No, it's $1 for 2 ticks, so it's $2. Yeah, that's right. So on 1 tick, you're making $2, where on the NQ, it's 20. Yeah.
NQ is $2.09.
Per contract.
Correct.
Correct.
Per unit commission. But my commissions might be different. If I don't know if Quantum's commissions are different than just commissions. They're going to be close.
So it's 50 cents per point or per tick for MNQ. It's $5 per tick for the NQ per contract.
Yeah, I don't really pay attention to commissions anymore.
Well, no, I'm
It is what it
talking
is.
that's what it is. Like if you have one contract at NQ and it goes up 1 tick, it's $5 on your P&L. The commissions, however, it's $1.25, or no, it's half of that. I'm trying to remember what it was when I was trading it. I'm pretty sure when I was trading 5 in and out, it was 20 bucks, which would be 10 bucks. So then you divide that by 5, it's 2. So it's 2. So it's $1 each way. So it's 2. It was $2. It was like, I think it was like 19 and some change. It was like 19.8. But you're making $20 or $5 per tick instead of 50 cents. So if you make 50 cents, the commissions are you're going to lose money. Where if you make $5, you're obviously going to make money. And that's what they're getting at. But I don't know of anyone who's trying to scalp one tick on the MNQ with one contract. Like, it doesn't sound plausible.
People trying to get their 10 trades in.
Well, I do that, yeah. Like both of mine today, I actually lost on. I do 2 ticks both ways, so I just lose or win $1.
Well, you got to do 10 trades a day?
No.
No. It's one trade for 10 days.
Oh,
Like,
okay. I was gonna
get
say,
your
fuck,
pay.
I'm way behind.
No, I'm talking about. I think they even changed it. Then they lowered it to 7, 10. I don't know.
Yeah, for the evals, yeah. For funded accounts, it's still 10.
I don't pay much attention to that stuff.
Well, once you get the payout, you have to have the 10 days prior to the payout period.
Yeah, I'm saying I never have an issue with having 10 trades.
Gotcha.
10 trading days in a pay period. So if I don't have an issue with it, I don't care about it.
Coming right back up to that area. I'm assuming it's gonna attempt to bounce off of it. This is actually kind of fun with the options. Can I double click on it? Oh, it brings it. Okay, so it'll work when I have normal setup. Can I drag? Let's type it. Which I guess now that I have it all linked. Let's see, SPY.
Yeah, see, that's hitting my
419.
9 EMA on the 5-minute time period. I would look at it to go short.
It's a 0. $16, that's what we got it at. I actually got it at 17. I mean, it obviously could get there by the end of the week, but Tesla 192.50 by the end of the week. Tesla's actually having a pretty down day, huh? Kind of getting whacked. Not whacked, but it would have to come all the way down here. Like, by the end of the week? Are you kidding me? By the end of the month, 190? I mean, that could obviously happen a little bit easier, but... Ooh. Can't get that last little push. Come on. Go. Oh, come on. There we go. Just stacking them up today. Not really in love with these charts, so. I was pretty much right off this previous resistance area too. It was a little higher, so I wanted to be a little careful with it. I was hoping we got that push, but I mean, we still might. Blah. I was hoping for the push up to this 185 area. See? It's all about the audible alerts. That's what does it for me. It's worth the 15 bucks.
So you got models posing for your videos now, huh?
Yeah. I did that as a little experiment.
Maybe if there's a cute girl in there, the algos will pick it up.
Dude, I don't understand. Like I think it's because like YouTube labeled me as like a stock trader. It's like I see some of these like futures guys that only have like 1,000 subscribers and stuff, and like they're getting a ton of like comments on their videos, like views in general, and it's like I'm just like struggling. I'm wondering if like the algo just doesn't understand that I switched over. I think it's been kind of toying with me.
Could be. Who knows?
Yeah, I mean, I obviously have no idea. It's just my presumption.
You've also been on YouTube for quite a while. I don't know
Yeah.
how all that stuff works.
Yeah, me neither. So I figured I'd just keep grinding and hopefully hopefully it catches on.
Yeah, those people usually aren't around for very long anyway.
That
I think you also have to be like looking at trade stuff on YouTube for them to really come up.
dude, that's like all I look at. Or are you just talking about the people looking for other stuff?
Yeah, if you're not like looking at trade type stuff on YouTube, I don't think YouTube will assign
Like
trade
push
stuff
it.
to you.
Yeah. Yeah, I just watched one video by accident that was recommended in some like weird ass like genre, and then all of a sudden I'm getting them all the time. It's like, yo, this is not what I want.
I don't understand. Yeah. Because I look at weird shit. Sometimes weird shit pops up, and I'm like, "Oh, what is that?" And then next day, for like weeks, I'm getting like, "I didn't need that many videos."
Yep, you are not alone.
The C-Make YouTuber to the Apex YouTuber.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I wonder if like, because all my views come from like stock related stuff. Like even my top viewed stuff is like still like DOS Trader and like it's just everything that is associated with stocks, not futures.
Yeah, well, you're definitely associated with C-Mag, DOS, that kind of stuff.
Right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Doesn't seem like live trading stuff gets pushed. It's always some sort of, I don't even know how to describe it. It's like trading strategies or whatever gimmick word is being
Yeah.
used. And it's so horrible that that has to be used.
Yeah,
I don't
but I
even look
mean,
at
people.
stock stuff on YouTube, and it's always like best trading scheme ever. Blah, 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 blah,
Yeah.
blah. And I'm like, yeah, that means 100% I'm not clicking on it.
Yep. Well, that's because you know better at this point.
Yeah, I know. The only people that watch this shit are newbies. I mean, not that I'm not a newbie, but
You're an asshole. That's all.
That's a child.
Yes. And I'm sure he's heard even worse from you.
I don't speak like that in front of him.
Oh, is that right?
Yes, that's right. So why don't you take your potty mouth,
what is the current
go
eval
locate
thing
your
on?
preteen cocksucker son, and
Apex
stuff
is
him
at
back up that
90/50?
old blown out sweat sock of a vagina and scoot off to whatever shit-kicking town you came from. Can you do that for me? Like an elephant's trunk, I'll bet. Gray
Wow.
and distended. Good night.
Good day.
Thank you.
So did you ask if I was watching them?
I just asked what their latest thing, 90% off. What's the reoccurring 50, or is it?
What do you mean reoccurring 50?
So normally when they do a 90% off sale, sometimes they'll do a 90% off for the first month and 50% off every month after. Sometimes they'll do 90/80, which is the best one.
It is 90/80 right now. Yeah.
So it's 80% off a month.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the better one. And usually means they need a bunch of clients. I hate paying for PA counts.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because you get a bunch of people gambling the evals.
No, I have a PA account I need to pay for. I'm just like, bleh, I don't feel like paying for it.
Yeah, I'm almost there. I'm ready though. I'm ready. I got 2 of them. Pay for both of them.
Now, I saw you had 2. Did you get those from micros?
No.
Okay, I was gonna say because micros take a long time to
The
pass
one-
an email.
Yeah, the one I'm trading now has been all micro.
Yeah, because that's
Sitting
what
at 900 now.
people will say is do the minis. I always forget mini micros, but do the minis to pass eval and then move over to micros.
Yeah, and that's what I did.
Yeah.
One of the past ones was a straight gamble. I just straight up put 10 contracts on what's his face talking pal. Anyway,
Yeah.
it worked.
I've done that a few times when he does something and I'm like, yeah, I'll buy. It's going up. It's like your
Yeah.
biggest winning days.
Yep. Well, with the evals, you can do that. Obviously, you can't do that on the funded account. You'd have people doing that left and right. And back down we go. Came back up there and bounced off the support. I was hoping it gave a nice fast move up into that support. I was going to start the position again, but didn't get it.
Well, that's a good thing to have is the overnight open line. It respects that line so often. If not, you're going to get resistance or support at it. Almost.
So what line?
always. Oh, it's called the O&O, overnight open. It's what it opens at whatever.
6 o'clock.
Yeah. It marks the line, and it respects that.
Is that an
line.
indicator?
It's just a line.
I know,
It
but
might-
how do you find it?
It could be an indicator. Yeah. Let me look.
It's funny because I was looking for that exact thing. I was like, because I remember saying, I was like, how do they not have a line
So-
for the previous close.
So mine is called the current day open high low, and I just turn off the high and low and just use the current day open.
So it's
That's
not
what
an
mine-
indicator. What is it under?
Mine's an indicator.
Oh, it is.
I don't know what your platform's gonna call it.
Oh, for some reason I thought you were using the same thing.
No, I'm using.
What's it called?
that-
Current
mine's
day.
called open range open
Open
range OHL, which is open high and low.
So open
well, the-
range, opening range.
No, you don't want. That's ORB. You want to do current day. Mine's called current day open high low. So see if you got one that's called current day OHL
Well, where is your line at?
for NQ. Hang on. It's at 15.18150.
I'm. It's two lines.
I'm
What
on
is the
NQ,
opening
though.
range? Oh, I see. It's just giving me the high. It's just putting a line at the high and the low. Get the.
No,
Care about
right.
that.
Obviously.
All right. What is it called? Or
Mine's called current day.
Yeah, current day.
OHL.
08. Daily OHLC.
That's probably because you can do open, high, low, and close. But you just make sure you can turn. I just turn them all off because I don't care about the high and low.
Yeah.
I just do
So I
open.
see high, low, close here.
I just turn all those off. I'd have to look at that. Let me see what M and Q. I don't look at them
Middle
like
line? Oh, middle as in middle of the. So mine, it put it at 179.25. But I'm on. Yeah, no, it's the same. It's you. Yeah.
I'm pulling up that M and Q. It's gonna download that shit. Control E. Yeah, so an MMQ is at 15.187.25.
187? Mine's
Yeah,
totally different.
187.25. You might need to make sure it's what your opening time is.
Oh, this says open line. And. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, just open lines. So here's it has an open line style, a middle line, a low line, a high line, and a close line.
I don't know. It sounds like there's too much in there.
But the close line is just showing me the closed price. It's not showing. The only one that stays still are the other ones and the open line. So I don't have a close line, just the open line. Well, here, let me just scroll back to 6 o'clock and see what it.
You want the opening line. What you want to know what the price was when it opened.
Oh, it's showing me because it split the day. So when at midnight.
Yeah, see, it's not giving you the correct times.
So I went back and at the midnight it's at 15.187 exactly. But then at midnight it was at this 15.179.
Yeah, you want that 5 o'clock line.
See if there's a way to.
There has to be an indicator for it.
Well, it says daily OHLC, so I wonder
Yeah,
if.
you need to find a. I don't know what's going to be called on yours.
Go line, extend line, main line.
Because it respects that line throughout the day a lot.
Well, to be fair, where it just came up and bounced off was this 15.179. I mean, it bounced right off of it. It's kind of funny.
It respects it. It might go past it a little bit. It's just a zone. So sometimes you got to watch
like if you were going to go long and it's going into the overnight open, it's it can be viewed as more risky because it might just hit that line and stop. It's just like any other line on the chart. It respects it a lot.
Session type all day, specified session. Custom range. Oh, I think I got it. I had to put in a time. So start time would be 6 p.m. Closing time 5 p.m. There it is, 15,187.
Now look at it on like a 5-minute chart, and you'll see it like pretty well respected.
Oh wow, yeah. Yeah, I went through it a little bit over here, but not really.
It will, yeah.
Yeah, but they do that. That's their liquidity grabs.
Yeah. Yeah, when you look at it 1 minute. Overnight opens are a very popular way to trade in futures, especially if it makes a quick drop. Sometimes it's good to buy at the overnight open, and it'll make a quick return. You know how it is.
Yeah.
Gotta
No
find
different than
ways to
stocks.
work on that.
That's the cool thing. Like, I feel like I already have a very good understanding of price action, so it's like when I see these things happening, it's no different.
No.
Cool, I like that actually. I actually like having the high and low. Oh, what the?
Some people like having the highs and lows. I don't pay attention to the highs and lows as much. It's just me. But the overnight open, I do. Like if I'm questioning a trade, like I want to go long, but it's right at the overnight open. Like if it's below it, I don't know what it's gonna do, type of thing. But
I'm not. I actually like kind of having these other lines too.
That's what I'm saying. It might work for you because you're doing.
Yeah, I'm looking for these key
You're doing
levels to
deviance
break.
of your whatever that fucking thing is called.
Yeah, Keltner channels.
it's the same thing as VWAP deviations. It's just a different number.
Oh, 100%. I'm just using the average true range instead of the price or EMA or something. I've just found, like, when I was doing well with stocks, I mean, that's what I was using. So I was like, well, let me see if it works over here.
Don't get me wrong, they do work if you learn them. Because I did the VWAP deviation, but I did a deviation of 2
instead of the standard deviation. And if you learn how to use it,
it works really, really well.
So this says number of days to calculate. Is that? I guess that doesn't really matter, because it gave me the right line.
I don't know what that would mean.
Yeah, because it's set to 10, but yeah, it gave me 15,187.
Does that mean it might only give you a line for the last 10 days?
Oh, right, like so it resets for every 10. I got you. Yeah, you're probably right.
You probably don't need a line for 10 days, but
I don't, because it's got to download all that data sometimes. I don't know how your platform works.
The only thing I don't like is it doesn't extend into the price axis for some reason. Like everything else does, but these like stop at the current candle, which is very weird.
It does that on mine. I like that because the day's not over. So I don't know why, but it's just how it's coded.
Well, like the last price line, like it just extends the whole chart into the price axis. So it would be cool, like if it was just a permanent, like do you have my stream up?
Yeah, I guess I closed.
Starting to look like spaghetti, but
Heard charge. Okay. No ping for YouTube.
Oh, I thought I was asking for in Discord, but I forgot I don't even have it live in Discord. My bad. I usually have it going in Discord too.
Yeah. Yeah, I see. Those numbers are annoying the shit out of me.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm
You
saying.
should be able to turn those off. If not, you got to find a different indicator.
Well, yeah, like it has, like I can turn it off, but it takes the whole line away. That's it.
Oh, you can't. Okay. See, in my.
Oh, I can get rid of the numbers, it looks like, but I can't, but it doesn't show. I was, so like, see how my last price line, see how it's moving with the price, but it extends all the way over, and like, I wish it would just do that.
You would have to find a different indicator because none of mine do that. I would hate for it to go all the way over, but it's just personal preference. Where you want it to go extend, so what you would need to find is obviously one that extends those lines.
Yeah, I mean, it has the option to extend, but it's just talking about to the left like previous days.
Oh yeah, there should be an extend to the right, especially on the high lows.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, you'd think since it's a stationary line, like you'd be able to.
No option to extend it to the right.
It's very odd.
I'm sure you can find one somewhere. Are you able to import indicators?
I don't know if you can on here. I've never got into that.
Oh, okay. Ninjas, all of them fucking imports. They have very generic ones, and then you got to import a bunch, and there's a shit ton of people charging for stupid indicators.
I don't know if you can. I mean, this kind of does the right thing, but kind of want to change the colors though.
Yeah, I can change
I'll leave it up and see if I like it or
change
not.
the colors on mine. No, it's the whole YouTube.
Went and buying ads. Bullshit. Like to fight it every week.
Now the lines disappeared. What the fuck?
Oh my god, one of them in my house was hot, now it's cold. But how's Thomas doing?
It's like Devin now.
I saw that they were doing a whole.
Not that that's a bad thing, but
No.
he's I think just the paras in the stock market just kind of stopped happening. So I mean, Brian and David, they still trade those, but I mean, I have been having issues, or I had issues trying to find what they're trading. I mean, Brian just takes more risky ones, and obviously he can hold through them. David, he trades these like super low float, low volume stuff, and I don't know. I tried that for a little while, and I just didn't have any success with it. A lot of guessing in that world. It just didn't feel like a real edge to me.
True. That's why I didn't enjoy it.
Well, what I was doing, I felt confident in. It was like I'd wait for like decent companies to make good moves. I'd wait for that like super emotional type move, and I'd get short and wait for it to come back down. And a lot of times it would, and that's when I was doing well with it. But then just stopped happening. Like the volatility just left the market.
Yeah, we're just not in that type of market right now.
No, not at all. Now I'm trading futures and looking to possibly sell some options. I'm like a completely different person.
No options? What the fuck that?
Yeah, I've been following options for like the last couple months, and like kind of I was been learning anything and everything about them, and then I decided to kind of pick what I thought was like the least volatile out of all of them, and I just like the idea of being the casino versus trying to bet against it like appealed to me. And like the more and more I looked into selling options, it's pretty appealing, because it's like I want to start my own portfolio anyway. So by selling puts, you basically get to pick the price that you'd be comfortable with starting a position on any given ticker. And if you end up not getting down to that strike price, you collect the premium. But if you do, then you get the stock at that price, which is fine, because then you can start selling the opposite side of it, because now you own the stock. And I don't know, we'll see. I just started, literally today was the first day I started like actually paper trading it. And like I said, the last 2 months I've just been like researching and kind of picking what I might be interested in trying, and we'll see how it turns out. I just have that money sitting there, so I was like, I wonder if I can put it to use. But I have to get at least $100 out of it, because right now it's like because 25K at 5%, which it's getting close to, it's like 4.86%. It's like $1,200 a year, which is $100 a month. So it's like I'd have to at least be pulling more than that to make it worth it, because right now it's just sitting there making that with no risk.
For what? What are you talking about?
My IB account, they have, if it's just sitting there settled in the account, you get 4.86% interest on it, which comes out to like $100 a month, which isn't a lot, but I mean, if I'm gonna sit here and try to do something, I'm gonna have to make more than that, because it wouldn't make sense to be risking money to just make the same amount I would have been making if I just left it alone.
Oh, now I get what you're trying to. Okay, you're saying your profit needs to be more than $100 a month for it to be worth it for you to do.
Right. Yeah, and I'm thinking it would have to be at least double that. Right. Right.
Add risk to only make $100.
Yes. Correct. Yeah. Because I'm definitely not putting it into the market right now, I'll tell you that. I'm scared of the market at the moment. I think we're headed down, like I said earlier.
I don't know. I don't have a feeling on it yet. We're playing it day by day. It's been kind of been hard. It's hard to guess right now because there's just too many variables going on with the wars.
Oh yeah, for sure. But that's kind of my point, is there's a lot of people that I even know just personally that are struggling right now, like with, and you hear it every day, like everything's going up except my paycheck. Like I'm having to use credit cards, and it's like it's teetering.
that stuff's been going on for a while. It's just you just don't notice it for a while. Like,
Well, that's what I'm saying, but now it's starting to come to surface, and
Yes, it always takes. Like the credit card debt's been growing for a while, and it's just a matter of it's been at dangerous levels, but it always takes like 3 to 6 months before or a year before it just goes kaboom.
yeah. Well, knowing or feeling like it's gonna go kaboom, I have no problem. Like taking most of my money out and just waiting. I even told Amanda, I was like, I can take it out and I can just start slowly putting it back in. But at least I know I'm comfortable where it's at. You know, I don't have all of it sitting up here. And then when we go kaboom, it's going to take 10 years to recover. Not 10 years. Yeah, I'm
I
obviously
know what you
exaggerating, but
I know
yeah.
what
But it's like
you're actually
now,
10 years is not that far off, actually.
well, yeah, I know. That's the sad part.
well, it's you got to know when to do cash and when not to do cash.
Yeah. And
Like
I think that's the thing
sometimes it's
is
not
it's,
bad sitting on cash waiting for the market to see what it's going to do. I mean,
nope.
it's
Yeah.
wonderful.
But that's what I'm saying. It's like, even if now that I am on mostly cash, if I start adding, like, say a 25K account, like once a month, add in like $100, like I'd be a lot more okay with that instead of like just having the 25K sitting in there at current prices. Because if you do tank, I mean, you're fucked.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not fucked, obviously. You can leave it in there and it'll do its thing. But if you're right and you just start slowly adding it back in, and then you do go kerplunk, you know, then you can start adding a little bit more aggressively as it's going down. Now, when it finally does come back up, instead of being break even at our current levels, you'll be buttloading the money. That's the idea, anyway. I mean, it could just go straight up to make new highs for all we know.
True.
And that's the beauty of the market. Nobody fucking knows. Well, Biden knows.
Yeah, he thinks he knows.
He doesn't even know what he's eating
I
that
don't think he
day.
knows even what he ate for breakfast.
What are you loving, Azart? The price going lower? I thought you got out. I'll go grab a drink. I'll be right back. I was hoping I came back to new lows.
I don't usually play this late in the day at all.
I found I get decent plays like this late in the day.
Yeah, there are a lot of plays at 2, 3 o'clock. I just don't feel as confident with them because the volume's a little lower. You can get weird.
Am I missing?
8, 11.
What?
Well,
Yeah.
what?
I'm looking at my chart and I just realized I have a trade right here. I don't remember taking this trade.
Can't tell you.
Huh. Why would I have taken that trade? Because that's not anywhere near. Oh, you know why? Because I'm on the 5-minute.
Oh, okay. You still using
There we go.
2 minute or 1 minute?
I went to the 1 minute because I like
That's a little
it.
weird.
Yeah, it's on the NQ. It's too
It just doesn't-
it's too
doesn't
slow.
work.
Yeah, it just doesn't work.
Because I use the 1 and 5.
5 for bigger picture and 1 to make the execution.
I was like, I would have never taken that trade. I guess now that the numbers are gone off those lines, it's not so bad. It's actually nice having those on the chart. I kind of like it. I always wanted that line though from the close, so I knew. So when it crosses that, it'll go from red to green or green to red, right?
What?
That the previous day close or open line or whatever.
No, it's the standard color.
No,
With your
no,
orange
I'm not
line?
saying the line will change color. I'm saying the stock or symbol itself, like it'll go from being red on the day to green on the day.
I believe so.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that's what the whole point of it is.
It depends on what. I don't know how they.
I know in stocks it uses the previous day's close, not the current day's open.
Well,
So I don't
yeah,
know.
yeah, it might be. Generally they're always going to be the same. The previous day close, previous day open can be the same.
I've seen it jump quite a bit in that hour. Like, especially when there's earnings and stuff, because sometimes you have like
Yeah.
late earnings.
That's what. Yeah, and then you have gaps. Which doesn't happen too often in futures, but it does.
Yeah, true. Yeah, because most of the earnings is usually done before 5 o'clock. It settles out.
So you know, you're what are the Celtic lines or not Celtic? Whatever.
Keltner.
Keltner. There you go. How are they calculated?
Average. So the middle line, if you keep a middle line, is an MA, and based off of that, it uses an average true range based off of the EA, or MA, not EA.
Whatever MA you set it to, your middle
Yeah.
line.
Yep. So you have an MA that you use, and then you have the average true range multiplier off of the MA. So it's using the volume
I
as
see.
well
I thought
as
that was what your 2.5 multiplier off of whatever.
Yes.
What was it, 13 MA you used or something?
yeah, 13. That's from like a ton of back testing. So like I would go back to all the moves. So I went on like TraderSync and went into each trade I went back over a year, and I would basically pull these channels and I would adjust them to like what multiplier basically hit like the top of most of the moves. And 4 is actually what I came up with. But when I came over to futures, I was like, I wonder if there's a way to keep myself patient, because what I was doing is it would get close to the lines, but not really. And I would like start trades early. And I was like, well, I need to have some sort of visual or audible cue to hold myself accountable to not get in too early. And so that's why I put the 2.5 on there. So now when it crosses the 2.5, I hear an audible alert, which then says, hey, this is getting close to your 4 bands. Like, let's pull it up, take a look, figure out if we want to get in, etc. But I found on like slower days, like today, just crossing that 2.5 is usually good enough to start a position. But I mean, if you,
I use a 1-minute chart, and I use a 9 EMA that's pulled off of 5-minute data, and that's what my entries usually are, if that makes sense.
so you're using a 1-minute chart, but the data comes from the 5-minute chart.
Correct.
Gotcha. Yeah, that makes sense. So you're
So, like, if you
essentially
look at
using the bigger
NQ
time frame.
Yeah, so NQ right now is hitting, it's called my gold line. It's hitting which is the 5-minute 9 EMA. And that's, if it's continuing, like making lower lows and stuff like that, there would be an option where I would go continuation to go short.
Gotcha.
But, NQ is a little weird. It doesn't always work.
Oh yeah, I mean, you're building this based off of the symbol you're trading. And that's kind of what I did with this. Like I started with the 2 and the 4, but then I quickly realized for the NQ, like things can keep going. So I was like, well, I need a little bit more of a buffer than that. I don't want to be starting early every time. But then I tried 3 and I was like never getting entries. So then I was like, well, let me just go to 2.5 and so far it's been working.
In the day, I'm still pulling that same 5-minute data off on a 1-minute chart, but I use the 21 SMA to really make it more amazing.
Right, right. Yeah, I mean, if you're looking to follow a trend, that makes total sense. Like we're just gonna chop in this little area now, just for now. I was really hoping that previous candle that just went up was gonna continue. 'Cause that's the other thing, like the bands are there, but if it just grinds into them, I'm not really interested. I'm still looking for like that fast, like wiki type candle to get in.
Well, yeah, I mean, it makes sense. If it's going to go up that quickly, usually there's always some sort of pullback. Where I'm looking at the opposite. When it makes a quick move like that, I want that pullback to one of my indicators to go long or short.
Right.
Because there's always going to be a pullback. It's where people taking profits, where people get in. And I look at the first or second touch of that to try to whatever direction it's going to go. Yeah. I call it momentum MA trading. You're looking for momentum, nice big candle or something. And when it pulls back into that MA is when I'm looking to go long or short. If
Makes
it's
sense.
making higher highs or lower lows or whatever. Then I look at volume, time of day, and volume profile, and that bullshit. But that's later.
Like right now, I want like a nice big candle.
So right now, I'm looking at on MNQ. It's hitting my red line, which is my 21 SMA, and I would look for it to go short right there because it's making lower lows, hasn't broken a previous high, previous higher high. It's kind of close, but
yeah,
I would take it short.
I think that's kind of the beauty of how I trade is I'm not really like assuming anything. I'm just reacting to when it finally does happen.
Yeah, I get it. But you've always, that's how your trade style's been. You always want, you know what I mean? You waited until it fucking skyrocketed $1 and you're like, okay, well, I'll take 50 cents of that on a reversal.
Yep, that's it.
That's
all I did was pretty much, I just stenciled it. That's all I really did.
Yeah. But it's still the same thing. It's just like when Devin would want that pop and wait for a pullback and get in. It's kind of the same thing what I've been doing. But you can buy on pullbacks. That works too.
Doesn't look like I'm gonna get that pop. Sucks.
Yeah, see, my short would have worked there. I would have taken it probably for about 20 ticks.
Yeah, that shot right down. Nice.
Yeah, the 21 SMA works more for me later in the day. Definitely not early in the day. And I'll fine tune it down to, in the earlier days, if there's good momentum, I'll use the 9 EMA on a 1 minute chart. That's risky. And I'll still use trend lines and channels sometimes. And you really want to get fancy, look at the bookmark map.
Yeah, I used to use that back in the day, and I don't know.
It's good. The problem is getting one with good data.
Right.
And you'll have to pay usually pretty good money to get a good one. And that's when you start needing to use in Sierra charts, which actually has proper data.
Right.
Because right now you're just using the data off of Apex's Rhythmic. How are the wife and kids? Same old, same old?
Yeah. Just getting
Same
older,
bullshit?
man. Yeah. Yeah, I have to go get them. They get home around like 2:50. They're both in elementary school now.
Yeah, they were in kindergarten now, weren't they? They're in elementary school. Oh, kids are getting old.
Oh man.
Both my nephews graduated, so.
I forgot you're like a really old fuck.
I even forgot how old I was the other day. I think I'm 52. I think. Pretty sure I'm 52.
You're not that old, Majority. You're in your 40s, aren't you?
38.
Oh, maybe that's Devin. I was thinking. Who? Am I
Yeah.
thinking?
Yeah, he just
Devin?
turned. Yeah. No, he's been 40. It's like 5 years old.
Better rename these tags. I'm looking at the MNQ. I think it's the NQ.
Just looking at options crap at them.
Yeah. I
It's
used
funny
to
that
scalping.
The way you're scalping, say you're scalping NQ, you could scalp options on that too. You just buy 0 days or 1 days.
yeah,
Or
there's a
actually,
guy
it's
that
0 and 3.
a clay trader, he does that.
Yeah.
I have no interest in wanting.
It's the same thing you're doing with stocks. You're just doing it with options. It's
Yeah,
kind of how
I
it
know.
works out. You know, it's
You're
weird
essentially
to look
trading
at
this.
though.
Yeah, I've followed the SPY chart, and I don't know, like I just don't like because it's essentially what you'd be trading. I just don't like
Yeah.
the way that it moves. To
Yeah,
me,
that's
it's a
why a
little
lot of people
slower.
don't move to the Qs. It's a little bit more stable. Yeah, I think I'll look at Quantum because of their DOM,
Which I would really like to have a Dom, but I don't. It's so much extra money to get a correct one.
with all the features.
Yeah, yeah. It's pretty good. So kind of feel like it 66 right in the middle. I think one of the cool parts about this too is you can essentially like kind of pick how much you want to make or try to make if you have the capital. That that was a pretty good one. Or low cost ones we got. Bank of America, I think I checked, and they're it's all really bad. Yeah. It's crazy too because like the implied volatility on it's actually decent, but the premiums are trash. Tesla? 217. Jeez. I mean, yeah. Man, you could really clean up on some Tesla premiums. Like, I mean, that's crazy. It's just expensive. What is that? You gotta add 0, right? So it'd be 19,000. 750 times on. Yeah. That's the problem, is you'd have to so much. Like, is this really gonna get back under 200? I mean, what's the normal one day high low $7? Be crazy. Try. Let's go. This is end of week. That's crazy. Obviously, this is just play money, but can't hurt to mess around with it and see how. I just want this phlegm to go away. Fly, fly far away. See what else we got. Horizon. Those are trash. Walgreens. Walgreens is kind of down there. Kind of trash premium. Finding. One of the videos I watched, it says wants to. It's looking for 20% of the current price, but the premium is also at least 25. Where are you finding that? Wish there was a scanner for it. Are there scanners for options? Is that a thing? It's like a radar that scans the market and returns results. Option Samurai. This option scanner. It's an edit. Got a 14-day trial. Give it a shot. It's beginner 39 per month and paid annually 59. Oh wait, that's what don't you get? Scan watching. Set scans to be constantly monitored intraday. Get notified when a new trade pops up. Sell toolbox or data your workflow. Supercharge your current sheets by using. Get insights on data you didn't have before. Unique reports analyzing the aggregated market and liquid stocks. Really, I don't think I care about that. It asks for a credit card. I'm not doing it. Wow, it just went by email. Didn't ask for anything. All right. Covered call. Nope. Naked put. Nope. To sell a spread. Oh, would a naked put? Would it be a naked put? Is that the same as selling a put? Bid ask spread. Gotta be spread. Thinkorswim has option scanner. Does this have a scanner? Option screener. Huh. Add filters. Look at this. I might not even need to do it. Let's see. So days to expiration. 0. I'm gonna go 40. Looking to do at least monthly stuff. Volume 6 to 12. Don't we want like at least 100? 100 the max? What is max? Open interest. I don't even know what open interest means. Maybe we'll stick with 100 on this. Max. But now it has 0 volume in some of these. Delta. We just want... We want negative. So, between... Oops. Negative... Let's do... keep it at 40. Negative. We'll do negative 10. See some. I wonder if these are just mistakes. Let's see what other filters we. Side. Put. Not. It's gonna off expiration type. Applied volatility. There we go. Yeah, we want this one. Let's see. Let's just look at some of the ones we've already. Open interest. This is the amount of contracts held currently by traders. Okay. So we want that to be way more than 100. Is what you're saying. I kind of want to put that at like, let's see, AMD 792, so no lower than 92. Yeah, let's up that to 5. Screener. Much better. There's got to be one for the premium, right? Oh, well, let me do the implied volatility. Okay, AMD 92, that's 70%. And the 107 is 42%. Right? Let's see what Tesla is. So 42% to 70. This one is 200. 60. 660. The December 1st ones. 2. So it's like 50 or like 40 to 70. Let's go with that. Always change. And we'll leave the higher ones in. Just I don't want it to go too high because then I don't want any crap. Oh right, the bid and the ask, right? That was bid minimum of I'm gonna get a trade here and I gotta go get my kids. It's gonna be stuck in it. Oh, we gotta back above that line. So oh, we missed it. That was the trade right there. I just jumped it. Had I been actually watching it, I probably would have got in. I was really hesitant to just jump in there because if it started going against me, I would have probably missed my kids getting off the bus. See where they anyway. So frustrating to see it work so perfectly like that when I'm not in the trade. Frustrating. I'm actually going to end the stream. Looks like Froggo, you might be the only one here actually, I guess, because I left and came back. I'll be in the Discord. I can talk to you on the Discord. If somebody else is watching, I'll be in the Discord, but I'm going to get off here just so I can focus on getting the kids, and I'm going to have to deal with them when they get home and stuff, so. And I might just try to take a trade here real quick, man. I'll leave it going until I'm definitely not taking a trade. I'd like to see it ideally pop up through there. Doesn't look like it wants to. All right. Yep, I'm ending the stream. I will see you guys tomorrow morning or in Discord.